This is a song by Loudness called Crazy Doctor. It's got some really cool riffs and it's really fun to play. So let's go over it. Start from the intro. The intro is the first riff is in E minor. It goes like this. So that's the first riff. Basically, you strum it on, you mute on the open E string, and then you play the E chord, E power chord at the 7th fret of A and 9th fret of your D. So it goes like this. You mute twice and you play the chord once. Mute twice, play the power chord once. Go like this. So you do that 3 times, and it ends on the mute open E string. So it goes like this. Alright, once you play that, you gotta play the mute twice again on the E string. And you play the 5-4 on the D and 7-5 on the A string. So the whole thing goes like this so far. So put it together. Next one is in D. So while you play lands on the 5th fret on the A, you play the D power chord. But this time you start playing the chord first and you mute on the 5th fret on your A string twice. So it goes like this. So it goes chord, power chord, which is 5th fret of your A and 7th fret of your D. So bam bum bum ba bum bum ba bum. Go. And then you play the muted 5th fret twice. And the 5-4 on the D. 5-4 on the A. Alright, so far we have this. Alright. And after that you play that part right there, it goes into places like a E, it plays C sharp minor 7th flat 5. Basically it's a C sharp minor diminished chord. So basically the chord is a 4th fret of your A, 5th fret of your G, 5th fret of your D, an open G string and open B string. So what I do is I play the 4, A4, D5, open G together, and then play the open B one time. Alright, and after you play that, you play the C major 7th chord. Basically it's a 3rd fret of your A, 5th fret of your G, and open, 3rd fret of your A, 5th fret of your D, open G, and open B string. And you play G by itself, open G, open B, back to open G, and goes back to the so you go mute twice on the E, power chord E, mute twice, power chord E again, mute twice on the E, and you play these power chord on basically it's the E power chord at the 2nd fret of your D and 4th fret of your G, and B power chord 2nd fret of your A, 4th fret of your D, and C power chord A3, D5, and then G power chord E3, A5. Alright, so far we have this. after that, you play the E power chord, but you kind of mute it. You just kind of strum on it like that. You do that. Basically, you play 8/8 note per measure. You do it for 2 measure. So basically, you strum it 16 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And you play the G power chord, E3, A5, and then you play the A power chord, E5, A7. So again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. G, A. And once you play that chord, you gotta strum that muted palm mute strum 6 times. You play the C power chord, A3, D5, and to D power chord, A5, D7. After you play that, you have to strum it again, palm mute on that D power chord, and you do it. Let's see. I usually break it down. I do it twice, and then 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3. And then slide. All right. After you slide up, and you play this. So basically, it's open E string, E power chord, D power chord, C power chord, D power chord, back to C power chord, and then you play the 2nd fret of the A, 3rd on the E, 2nd on the E. Alright, so far we have this in the verse. 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Alright. Alright, so after we finish playing the back to the mute, palm mute on the E string again, open E. So he goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. G, A, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. C, D, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. And it goes back to the intro riff. It plays the intro again. It comes back the 2nd time when he does it again. So instead of going, the variation goes like this. So basically, you're playing the all power chord, two string power chord. You start from the E, D, back to E, D, E, D, and slide up to G, which is a 10, which is A10 and D12. So again. And the next part goes like this. What I do is I put my finger on the 3rd fret of your A, 2nd fret of your D, and you play open G and open B string. So it goes like this. Do that twice, and slide your finger up to A5 and D4. You're still playing the open G and open B string. Okay, so that's the part right there. And after that, you gotta go like this. So what I do is I play the A power chord, open A string, 2nd fret of the D, and then you alternate. You play that chord, you play the 3rd fret of E. And then you play the B power chord, A2, D4, and then after you play the chord, you have to play the open A string. The last part you play open A, 2nd fret, 3, 4, all on the A string. So again. Okay, take me away from, take me away. So that's basically an E power chord, D, C, back to E, D, and the next part. That's inversion. You do a lot of major 3rd and minor 3rd. So after you play the open A, you play the inversion. You play the 7. Basically is a D7, G5. And then D9, G7. And then D5, G4. Back to D7, G5. And then D4, G2. And after that, you play the power chord on the D, which is A7. I'm sorry, A5, D7. Play it twice. Slide up to the 9th position. And play the F sharp power chord. That's A9, D11. So. Like, we repeat it again. That's why it goes into solo. Something like that. I'll go over the solo in the next part, but that covers pretty much all the rhythm for the song. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all the parts of the song for the rhythm. So we'll go over the solo in a separate video. Thanks.